system, there are two blood group system which are most important. The one is the ABO blood group system and the second one is the RH blood group system. So we will see how we determine the blood group of the particular blood. So before that we should know the principle. So for the principle you should know the agglutinogen and the agglutinase. Right? Now, and also you should know the Karl-Landsteiner law. Karl-Landsteiner's law. Okay. Now, what is agglutinogen? So, the agglutinogen, that is the antigen. Agglutinogen, basically, it is the antigen. Which antigen? This antigen present on the cell membrane of the RBC. This antigen present on the cell membrane of the RBCs. And what is agglutinins? So the agglutinins, they are basically the antibodies, and these antibodies, they are corresponds to the agglutinogen. These agglutinins, these are the antibodies, they are corresponds to the agglutinogen and the present in the plasma. So the basically agglutinins, they are the antibodies and the present in the plasma. So accordingly we will decide the blood group. Suppose agglutinogen A is present in the cell membrane of the RBC, then person's blood group is A. Suppose B agglutinogen present, then it is the blood group is B. Similarly, for the RH blood group system, there is a agglutinogen D that is present on the cell membrane of the RBCs, and accordingly we will decide the blood group. So the principle of this determination of blood group is we will mix the commercially available anti-sera, that is anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera D, with the blood that is contain the red blood cells. We mix them, and based on the appearance of the agglutination we will decide the blood group, or we will determine the blood group. So we will see the procedure of this blood determination of the blood group. For blood grouping we need Weissenstein, one dropper and one test tube. We also need anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera D and 0.9% normal saline. Remember here anti-sera A, that is blue in color, anti-sera B, that is yellow in color, and anti-sera D, that is the colorless. So you can remember like that B is not for blue. We label the peat like anti-A, B and anti-D. Now we add 1 drop of each anti-sera. Anti-sera A, that is blue in color, anti-sera B, that is yellow in color. We have added 1 drop of them, and now we add 1 drop of anti-D. After taking the anti-sera, we will take 1.5 ml normal saline 0.9% into the test tube, or we can take normal saline in the peat of the Weissenstein also. Then clean the finger with the spirit swab, allow it to dry and make a prick. As the blood comes out, we will add the 2 drops of the blood into the normal saline, either you have taken into the test tube or into the peat of the Weissenstein. And the mixture of these two called the cell suspension. Now we will add 2 drops of cell suspension in each anti-sera. 2 drops of blood suspension in anti-sera A with help of the dropper. 2 drops of cell suspension we will add in anti-sera B with help of dropper, and the same for the anti-D, we will add 2 drops of cell suspension in anti-D. So we will add the 2 drops of cell suspension in a tile. It will act as a control and help us to differentiate between the agglutination reaction and the Rayleigh formation. After that, gently agitate or shake the Weissenstein. So there is no mixing of this anti-sera, and there is a gradual appearance of the agglutination. So you have to observe the tile for agglutination after 10 minutes. And also you should know how to differentiate the agglutination reaction from the Rayleigh formation. You will also observe that the appearance of agglutination reaction in anti-A and anti-B appears earlier, while agglutination reaction in anti-D sera will take a time. So after 10 minutes, you can see the appearance of the agglutination into the anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera D, in which we had added the cell suspension. And in control, you can see the cell suspension having the Rolex formation and it distributed with shaking of the tile. So blood group is AB positive. So here you can see the Rolex formation in anti-sera A, in anti-sera B and agglutination in the anti-sera D. So here the blood group is O positive. With gently shaking the tile, there is a distribution of the Rolex formation evenly in the solution and agglutination reaction will becomes prominent. So this way you can differentiate agglutination and the Rolex formation. If you have a doubt, you can confirm it under the microscope. For that, you have to take a drop from the cell suspension and the drop from the anti-sera containing the 2 drops of the cell suspension. Then put a cover slip over that drop and observe the slide in the microscope under the low power lens. Here we are putting the cover slip over the anti-sera B that containing the agglutination. Under the microscope of low power, the cell control will be look like this. Rolex formation will be look like this. Here you can see the RBC have retained their shape. In the agglutination, it will be looks like the clumps in the microscopic field of low power. So for the determination of the blood group, your observation if suppose like this, there is agglutination appear into the anti-sera A and the agglutination appear into the anti-sera D. That means your blood group is A positive, right? Anti-D it is for the determination of the RH blood group system and the anti-sera A and the anti-sera B that is for the determination of the ABO blood group system. Suppose persons having the blood group B means presence of agglutinogen B on the cell membrane of the RBCs, and if we mix with the anti-sera B and the A, it will be agglutinate with the anti-sera B that contains the agglutinin B, right? So if there is a agglutination appear here and here means blood group is B positive. If the agglutination appear in all 3 pit, that is anti-sera A, anti-sera B and the anti-sera D, then the blood group is AB positive. Similarly, if there is a no agglutination reaction appear in anti-A sera and the anti-sera B and only agglutination reaction into this anti-sera D, that means your blood group is O positive. And the same thing, if these we apply for the Rh negative individual, obviously the agglutination reaction will not be present into the anti-sera D. Then it will be picture like this. The only agglutination reaction present into the pit of anti-sera A, it means the person having the blood group that is A negative. Only agglutination reaction present in the pit containing the anti-sera B, then individual having the blood group P negative. Here also suppose there is a presence of agglutination reaction in anti-A and anti-B means the person having the blood group AB negative, and for the O negative there is a no agglutination reaction in any anti-sera. Okay, so that is a blood group O negative.